Afternoon everybody, and welcome back to Birmingham Wildlife Conservation Park for the latest in our Wednesday Facebook Live videos. So yeah, we are actually going to be starting a new little feature on our Facebook Live videos for about the first half of this year. So as some of you might have seen, we did a is for Agouti post on Facebook yesterday to kind of advertise what we're up to with our Facebook videos, and yeah, we're basically going to run through the alphabet for the first 26 live videos of the year. So we'll go through different animals, different topics that start with each letter of the alphabet. So yeah, we thought we'd just try something a little bit different for the videos this year. Try and have a little bit of a theme going, rather than me just wandering around and talking rubbish. So at least we'll have a structure of me talking rubbish this time. So yeah, that is the plan. So obviously A is for Agouti. Hi Mary, hi Judith and other Judith. Thanks for tuning in, guys. So yeah, obviously feel free to send in any questions that you might have. I'll do my best to answer them. I can't say I'm a complete font of knowledge on Agouti, but we will do our best. Hi Lorraine, good to see you watching today. So yeah, just a bit of background with our Agoutis. As you can see, they are quite shy and quite nervous. So we've got one just in shot there. I don't know if you can see it. Kind of in the middle of the shot. It's just moved its head there. So we will do our best to try and get good shots of them. I'm hoping if I just kind of sit still, some of the others might pop out and about. There's a couple just in the bamboo down here. I don't know if you can hear that gnawing noise. That's someone chewing on a coconut. Hi Nikki, good to see you watching. This one I'm just moving down here now. So yeah, Agouti. Agouti are a type of rodent. There are 11 different species of Agouti. Got one wandering off there. There's 11 different species of Agouti, and they're all in the same genus. They're all in the Dasyprocta genus, which is what makes them Agouti. All of the members of that genus are what you call the Agoutis. And yeah, like I say, they're a species of rodent, a type of rodent, and there are 11 different species found throughout southern and Central America. There are some on some of the Caribbean islands as well. Some of these are introductions into the islands, but yeah, the majority are found throughout southern and Central America. Right, just try and find one. They've all disappeared. So yeah, like I say, there's 11 different species. The species we've got here at the park are Azara's Agouti. We've got one just in there actually. Don't know if you can just see him there in the shadow. So yes, we've got Azara's Agouti here at the park. We've got a nice little family group who live in the outdoor enclosure here, which they share with our emperor tamarins, one of our groups of golden-headed lion tamarins, our red titi monkeys as well. So Azara's Agouti are found in Brazil, Argentina and Paraguay. Just got a good shot of one there. And yeah, they're generally found in kind of rainforesty habitats and things like that. They're really important to the kind of ecosystem. Being rodents, they're able to chew through things and chew into things that a lot of other species aren't able to. So they are kind of known as the the rainforest gardeners, they'll chew on seeds, they'll eat seeds, and then disperse them in their droppings through the rainforest and things like that. So yeah, they do play quite an important part in the ecosystem from where they are found. Hi Stephen, good to see you watching. Yeah, we've got one of our old climbing frames is actually coming down at the moment, so we've got a bit of power tool usage, as you can hear. But yeah, the animals generally aren't too bothered. It depends on the species, but generally they're okay. The work at the moment is going on in our squirrel monkey enclosure, and just to keep them kind of out of harm's way, we've just locked them indoors for the day. But they're not too bothered by the noise. They're fairly hardy with that kind of thing. So yeah, back to the Azaras agouti here. They are classed on the IUCN Red List as data deficient. So basically that means we haven't got enough information on the wild population to make a kind of informed decision on how endangered these guys actually are. I know, previously I've talked about the IUCN Red List, and from least concern up through near threatened, then you go vulnerable, endangered, critically endangered, extinct in the wild, and then fully extinct. There are a couple of other categories on there that you don't really talk about too much. One of which is not evaluated, so the species there's not been any work done on the wild population to see how endangered they are, and then the other one is data deficient, which we find with the Azaras agouti here. So yeah, like I say, that basically just means no one's really. Well, no, people have tried to work out the endangered status of these guys, but there isn't enough data out there at the moment to make a fully informed decision. And that's basically the IUCN Red List. Does take in a number of different factors. So just try and get a shot of one there through that. There's one there. Yeah, so there's quite a few different factors that are taken into account when working out the endangered status of animals. It's not simply the number of animals, and if that's dropping, there's also range decreases or increases. There's habitat fragmentation and things like that. There's quite a few little factors that go into the IUCN Red List. So yeah, basically these guys, there's not enough known about these guys in the wild to see how endangered they actually are. Agoutis we've got here, I think we've got a group of 5 in here. Off the top of my head, I don't look after these guys normally, so yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it's a group of 5. Yeah, they are normally they're fairly out and about and a bit bolshy. I think because I'm in here and they're not used to me, they are hiding away a little bit. I don't know if you can hear one in there at the moment, just chewing on the coconut again. But yeah, there's one chewing on a coconut in there. Oh, someone's just scuttled past. Let's see if we can get a shot of you chewing on your coconut. Nope, you're going to turn around and run away, aren't you? Typical. Yeah, so no, they like you say, Helen. We've had a couple of little breeding successes with these guys as well, which has been nice to see the group grow. We started off with a pair, and yeah, now we're back down to up to a group of about 5 or so. Got one just in here. Hi Katie, hope you're doing okay. Yeah, good to hear from you. Good to see you watching. Yeah, hope you're all alright. So yeah, as you can see, they do have that kind of rodent-shaped body. They've got a that kind of larger back end going into a point at the head end. You will notice they don't really have a tail. They haven't really got a. Sorry, just trying to see that one chewing on a coconut there. Yeah, they haven't really got a tail, which they don't really need, obviously being ground dwelling animals, they don't need different balance or anything like that. So yeah, they have lost that throughout the course of evolution. Yeah, and obviously they've got their really big sharp teeth that they are using to break through these coconuts at the moment. But like I say, in the wild they'll chew on things like Brazil nuts and other such hard seeds and nuts and things like that. Hi Becky, good to see you watching today. Glad you've been able to jump on. Just behind the bamboo, typical. So yeah, as you can see, they've got plenty of places to go and hide in here. You know, we try and keep the middle of this enclosure fairly dense, so they've got places to go and hide and things like that. They've all disappeared for now. We'll just have to listen for a coconut being chewed. There's someone just coming in there now. Just in the shadows there. Oh, thank you, Sue. Glad you're enjoying. Zoom out for a moment and see if we can see anyone. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say on the agoutis. A little bit of a whistle stop talk about this fairly important group of rodents. Yeah, that's a very good point, Stephen. So yeah, where possible, genetics are taken into account when working out the endangered status of certain animals. Sorry, just trying to find this agouti that's nibbling down here. Yeah, so that's where things like habitat fragmentation and things like that also come into effect. You know, obviously populations that are divided will end up having less genetic diversity, and that in the long term can be a bad thing. So yeah, populations of species that have very low genetic diversity, you know, aren't particularly viable in the long term, and that is taken into account when taking the when working out these endangered statuses. And then that's why, with, you know, the work that us and we do as a zoo community, we do, you know, the breeding programs and things are so important in keeping genetic diversity high in the captive population, because there's no point in us having a, you know, really large captive population with no real diversity in the genetics. There's not really much point in what we're doing. So yeah, hopefully we're able to keep that genetic diversity up in the captive population. Hi Sarah, hope you're okay. Yeah, thank you Judith. It's been a bit of a challenge, bless them. Bees should be a lot more. Should be a bit easier, hopefully. He says. Yes, I've already worked out the list of everything we're doing. So yeah, bees should be a little better. But you'll have to wait and see for next week. I'm not spoiling anything here. You'll have to see what we're going to say on Tuesday. Yeah, hopefully bee will be a little bit more easy to film. Right then guys, if anyone's got any last minute questions, please feel free to send them in now. Otherwise we will call it a day in a couple of moments. Hopefully we might get a slightly better view in an agouti. Oh, there's one. That'll do. Trotting off with their bit of coconut there. Yeah, you just see these bursts of movement of these guys, and then they go and hide again. There we go. That's quite a nice shot. Thank you. Yeah, the Barry White works quite well actually, Stephen. Even in the animal world, I think it would work quite well. Yes, Lorraine. Yeah. We'll we'll keep you updated when we hear anything about the red panda. We will let you know as soon as we know what's happening. Yeah, we will definitely let you guys know when we know she's on her way. Currently at the moment, not 100% sure. I think everything's still settling down after Christmas and New Year, so yeah, hopefully we'll have some news for you on that front soon. But yeah, we will let you know as soon as we know. I know it's typical, isn't it, Katie? Right at the end of the video, they start playing ball. Saying that, they've all disappeared again now. No worries, Lorraine. Yeah, we will let you know as soon as we know. We'll let you know. Hopefully, it won't be too long now. But yeah, we will keep you updated on that. Right then, guys. I think we will call it a day at that because everyone has disappeared again, as they have done most of this video. But I hope you've enjoyed learning a bit about the agoutis. Yeah, hope you've enjoyed learning about these guys. Something that does sometimes not take centre stage, so it's nice to learn a little bit more about them. And yeah, join us next week for our B of the alphabet. Yeah, hopefully you'll tune in next week, and hopefully we'll get some better shots next week. But yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, everybody, and we will see you next week. Thanks, guys.